The following is a Sunny 99.5 WSTX station editorial.
This is Holland Redfield. Today, the editorial department will speak to the issue of the critical state of the mental health system here in the territory and focus in on the recent report by the Disabled Rights Center of the Virgin Islands, which should be a wake-up call to reach out to the very soul of this community to do the right thing. It is never too late to correct an injustice. Many times our courts, through their rulings, are the governmental institutions that does just that, thereby compelling the bureaucracies to correct those injustices. The U.S. Supreme Court affirmed back in a landmark decision in 1999 ruling that people with disabilities have the right to receive community-based services in the most integrated setting appropriate to their needs. Additionally, a local court decision is pending from a 2003 lawsuit filed by the Disabled Rights Center of the Virgin Islands. This report does not pull any punches, and we don't intend to either. The estimated numbers from the National Institute of Mental Health indicates that there are more than 18,000 Virgin Islanders will experience a diagnosable mental health disorder and may be at risk because of their inability to obtain effective mental health treatment as a direct result of the limited financial resources and a lack of service options here in the territory. The report released by the Disabled Rights Center of the Virgin Islands states that the territory's mental health system is dysfunctional because of meager financial support, an inadequate number of mental health professionals, and a community mental health infrastructure that is in a deteriorated state. Sadly, the report outlines three basic options available to those suffering from severe mental health problems: placement in long-term facilities, generally in the United States, or jail; recurring hospital stays; or worse, life on the streets in the Virgin Islands. Clearly, our local mental health providers have been screaming for resources to be pumped into facilities and staff to begin working on these difficult challenges. Our public institutions, for years, have been sweeping this issue under the rug. It has only been through the prodding of the courts that there has been any synergy developed to move this issue forward. We were heartened in recent legislative hearings that this topic was being discussed frankly by members of the mental health family, reaching out to our elected leaders for sorely needed resources to resolve these problems. And there is no question the executive branch is understanding and sympathetic. Now is the time for these mental health stakeholders to get down to the business of putting in motion concrete solutions to solve these problems with real money behind them. We call on the community to be sensitive and understanding to these issues. We are all aware that there is an unjustifiable stigma based upon ignorance and fear that those who are suffering from mental health problems have had to endure. It also hurts the cause of compassion and understanding of this illness, that it is so common but so poorly understood. If this editorial accomplishes anything, it is our hope that it brings to your attention the severity of this problem, and that we as a community must join together and resolve this issue as quickly as possible.
Sunny 99.5 and WSTX welcome your opinions. Please email your comments to our editorial department. Our email address is editorial@viradio.com. Sunny 99.5 and WSTX reserve the right to air your views. Please include your name and other contact information.